Hi beautiful friends, welcome to today's video. I'm a little bit nervous about this content today. This is a message that actually came through back in January, the beginning of this year, and I'm recording in May. So I've been sitting with this message for a little while from the Ascended Master Isis. It's a touchy one for me. It's touchy-feely. It really goes there. For those of you who are new, my name is Katherine Live. I love creating content here for you around the divine feminine and spiritual growth, embodiment, conscious motherhood. These are all topics that are so near and dear to my heart, and I am strongly guided by the Ascended Master Isis these days, along with many other divine beings and guides. I'm looking down at my notes. So I love to have my notes here, you guys. I always have these most of the time. Really keeps me on track. And I want to read what came through, and then I want to talk about this, okay? Because there's a lot here. Okay, so I was in a moment of really needing, I was clearing a shadow. I was seeing a shadow of my own. And the message that came through is that I was clearing black magic timelines of ancient Egypt, where Kundalini energy started to become a product to be bottled and sold or exchanged for power. Still happening today, even with consent. This is a conversation about your life force and what we are choosing to do with that life force. Working with Isis and your sexuality is a really empowering journey. It is a really empowering journey to invoke this master. Isis, here's what she was reminding me of this today. I was in my car going for a drive, weeping my eyes out. It's been a raw day. And she just reminded me, she was like, because at the moment I was like, am I going to film today? I don't know. I'm not sure. And she was like, if you do, please remind everyone, please remind the viewers how much I love to mentor and be with passionate women. She loves a woman who is a full force to be reckoned with, no matter what it is that she is, going for. Isis is like, I am here for it. I am here for you, saying yes. She loves a woman who is here to experience the fullness of life and all that we can, all we can get from our time here. Now, part of that really has to do with this relationship with our own Kundalini life force, our sexual energy, this energy that really does come from the root and works its way up. It's part of your body's technology. Like you are blessed. You are blessed and invited to experience that within, okay? I have no doubt about that, okay? You will experience that in the way that you need to experience that. I want to talk about how that energy has become a force, not always used for your highest good. And sometimes we are the ones that are behind those decisions where it's not being used for our highest good. For me, I was shown going back to ancient Egypt, and here's what's fascinating. When you reach a point on your journey and you start to, the Ascended Masters have really started to invite me into a new relationship with time, into a new relationship with what it means, what right now means. It has layers. Time has layers, okay? On a layer of time, There is the timeline of ancient Egypt that I was shown, and there's a lot of these sort of golden ages, or these moments of high karmic impact in our human evolution. Lemuria, Atlantis, ancient Egypt, tons of others. There was a particular fragrance that I was smelling in ancient Egypt of high initiates on the path. High initiates on the path who started to see where things were going and were like, hey, I've got this really powerful Kundalini energy. I'm gonna use this in a way that is going to keep me safe, is going to keep me feeling like I'm in power. It's going to keep me in a place where I'm feeling relevant to the agenda unfolding. What I find very fascinating about spiritual growth is that there are incredibly spiritually powerful people on our planet right now who are not aligned with unity consciousness. They're aligned with a different consciousness where their ego has projected a different idea of the highest path. And so, that's okay. That's what that is. That's there. I'm not going to judge it. It's just what happens sometimes. I don't know what to say about it. It's incredibly sad and heartbreaking, and something that this year I've sat with a lot and just needed to find peace in that, right? And how do we do that? So what I'm being shown by Mother Mary is that love, a real understanding of love, which Mother Mary is just the queen to me of love. She came here in love and she left here in love, like a spirit that is, I'm so grateful to have her in my life and assisting with what I'm here to do. Love does conquer all. It conquers all. So it can be really fascinating for us as humans to want to understand and conceptualize, why would someone make a decision like that? And how could they do that? It's so beyond the heart of a light worker and the heart of someone. But the truth is that there was an aspect of our collective consciousness which we are a part of. Okay, so that means there were aspects that we are being invited to go closer, come closer, to look closer, and let go of the attachment that the mind wants to understand and calculate and map out how this could happen. How could this happen this way? It's a natural response when the heart breaks. The mind wants to come in, and it wants to say, we're going to make sense of this. We're going to make sense of this because that's my job, right? That's the mind's job. The heart's job. And the heart is the leader. We have to keep the heart as the leader. The heart softens and it opens even bigger. It stretches out. It expands. It grows. That's how love grows, is you come up to these decisions that are so painful to think about. where we would take this gift of life, this gift that we all get to experience in our lives of sexual energy, of this primal life force, curiosity, desire, innocent love, and passion. And use that in ways that hurt other people or that do not honor the divinity of who we are. Part of the reason there's quite a lot happening within relationships at this time is that there is an enormous clearing of these contracts and ways of being in love that are no longer serving the highest path of unity consciousness, of a sovereign human being. There's so much in this message from Isis, where Kundalini energy became a product to be bottled and sold or exchanged for power. Our inherent power has been so messed with that it takes effort. It takes effort to remember it in its purity. The fact that you are alive and that you are in a human body means that you are all powerful. It just is. It just is. And what you say and what you vision and what you desire and what you magnetize to you, once you start to accept how powerful you are, you become a lot more selective about how you move your energy around, right? As your consciousness expands, you start to become a lot more selective about where you are going to pour your Kundalini energy, your sexual energy, your creativity, your life force. All of this is kind of wrapped up into, like, can you feel that that's all sort of one thing for the sake of this conversation? The really good news about this is that this is being cleared. We are doing that. We are collectively right now experiencing a massive clearing and it's unfolding, okay? It's not instantaneous, but it is happening. We are in process, okay, of really coming into a totally new relationship with our Kundalini life force and our sexual energy. Something Isis told me within the last 24 hours was that as we go into this next decade, we are all going to become much more aware and much more clear on what's going on with our twin flames, and this cosmic love, and in partnerships and in relationships. We are just at the beginning of a massive transition into a new way of being in relationship. Speaking of, the homework or the message or the action steps that you can take away from this, that I took away, that I worked on for a while. I mean, again, this message came through a long time ago, and I really needed to unpack this within myself. And essentially what I was being guided to look at is, when you're pouring your energy out, is it to something that you believe in and that is aligning you on your highest path? And you're going to start to need to really take inventory of every time your energy goes into something. And that can be on your phone, or the phone calls you decide to take, the people you decide to spend your time with, the lovers you decide to have in your life, the opportunities that you decide to pursue, what do you say yes to? And especially the things that come with a full-hearted yes. That deserves refinement, and that deserves it deserves a very conscious conversation within yourself. So that's the message for today. That's that's sort of an energy like beat on what I'm working with Isis right now. This is incredibly deep work. It's shifting my entire life around as I really start to answer those questions for myself. And I mean that, like, it is shifting everything in my life as I become very honest with myself and the answers that are coming from my higher self. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope this was a helpful video. I would love for you to like and subscribe. That helps me out so much. Share this video with a friend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.